This will be a huge recall for when I come back in the future to be able to find some of the answers that were true, were not true, some of the things that I will do and bring back to you. This is awareness documentation. Brah. Alright, well, it's night one of homelessness. I am sitting inside of this rocket ship, which is basically one of the safer places as long as you don't get exposed to the public and people don't find you out. If they find you out, they can come attack you, steal from you, or lie, trick, and deceive you. Whatever follows isn't exactly a good situation. Here is my setup. Basically, I tied everything to these metal bars in case if I need extra protection if somebody tries to snatch it away. I happen to be pretty smart, so some of the things that I have set up are pretty convenient for my own well-being. Something like using a dirty shirt inside out as, you know, an in-between layer of from my pillow to, you know, touching the actual surface or floor, using this cloth to cover my eyes so I can be able to block out the light and warm my face when I fall asleep. These headphones, I've listened to 3 albums of Pink Floyd starting from the beginning, you know, A Saucer Full of Secrets, Pipe at the Gates, albums like this. And while it's dangerous, it's really dangerous to listen to music and to be loud at night, to not be able to hear your surroundings. The thing about this place is I can feel the vibrations. If somebody's approaching or walking on this playground, I can be able to sense them coming, which is very good. The only problem is there's 3 different entry points. Somebody can enter through this slide, somebody can enter through this ladder, in which case there's 2 they have to climb to be able to get up here, and here's a 3rd slide, right? So there's a few different entrances. This might be a comfortable place to sleep, but you know, there's a bunch of slimy stuff all over there, so it's not a good idea. So I'm just hanging out here, and I thought I'd document night 1 of, you know, being homeless. Situation is, I believe it's the 28th of June, and now it's the 29th. It's 1:59 a.m. I tried to sleep for a little while. Like I said, I'm doing pretty good at getting street smart. I have sweatpants underneath these jeans. Fortunately, these jeans are so loose-fitting and worn out because they're my only pair of jeans that I've been wearing since high school. You know, that I tried patching them up and tried making them manageable. And you know, they just don't fit properly. They have holes in the crotch. You know, there's nothing good about my situation here, but to be able to have enough space to store these underneath there helps keep me warm. I didn't end up putting that layer on underneath until about 1:30, in which case, you know, my legs were getting really cold, so I had to find a way to avoid that. And you know, I would sleep with my arm under wraps here, in between, and I'd have to curl my hands in like this in the pockets, which is not very comfortable, but I happen to have a crazy body with awesome wrists that are able to bend like this. So I want to tell you a little bit about the people I've met so far who gave me a little bit of street wisdom. Basically, what you're going to be looking for is intel, information. Information being other people are going to be communicating, and they're going to be hollering at each other and talking, and word of mouth is what moves on the street. So basically, everybody talks about each other. Oh, do you know where he is? Oh, they can't find them. Okay, what did he say? You know, things like this, there's a lot of talk. And the thing is, the huge, and I mean huge majority of the problems these people are going through is mental health. And that really stood out for me. So if people have mental health challenges, it's something I can help with, but they don't have the safety to be able to change their way of thinking, which is a problem. So people just need to get off the streets, man, and not be homeless and have some food to eat, and then they wouldn't have such bad problems, and they probably wouldn't be doing so many drugs. You know, people out here be doing meth and, you know, like crazy stuff, and they're treating themselves not too great. So it's really interesting. But, you know, some of them have cell phones, some of them just talk, some of them just walk around with a small bag. They see me coming from a mile away. You know, they're like, who is that? Who do you think it is? You know, they're assuming who the people are based on seeing them from a distance. And I have to carry around this bag and this bag, in which case the strap on the right hand side broke. Okay, it broke, and the left one is going to go too. It's a very cheap bag. I got it for free. I didn't realize that the straps would just rip right the fuck off. It sucks. But I'm holding it from the handle in the middle and carrying it around like this, with the other bag turned around my back. And it's really heavy stuff, man. It's not good for my spine for sure, because I'm having some really serious health challenges. So walking around with this has never been easy. But we're managing. And, you know, it's interesting because one of the most important things you can have on the streets is a place to sleep at night. Not be bothered, not be troubled, be safe. Okay, this is like really, really, really important. That, and, you know, you need to be connected with the right people. If you have a connection, you know, somebody who can take you in, you know, help you sleep or provide you food, you know, these basic necessities. If you got a good connect, then, dude, you know, like, you better tell me, or, you know, like, it's you know, hook me up, you know, kind of deal. Because people are just trying to survive out here, man, and it gets pretty ridiculous, you know, when you can't be able to do that. So it's an interesting situation when I run into people who go by the name of Troubles. First person I met, sorry. First person I met was Miss G at the laundromat, who told me to go find Nebo, and I didn't end up finding her over here until later in the night after I had met Troubles, and I met Miss V and Mike, all in the same location. I walked and looked around, scouted the place, and then I came back and found Nebo here. So, you know, Troubles is really, really trouble. Like Troubles. She calls out everybody. She's like, she whistles and makes noises and, you know, who that? Uh-huh. Oh, that's right, kind of deal, you know? And, yeah, she used to do meth for like 21 years or something. She's been off it for 4 months, and then I think she smoked something tonight. So, interesting situation. Miss V, I don't know what's up with her. Skinnier black woman. She slurs her words together and doesn't exactly communicate clearly. She has an accent too. Mike, he just looked out of it. Both Miss V and Mike were black. Mike doesn't exactly speak up clearly either, but he's like, "Oh, you got my name." And I ended up giving myself the nickname Michael Earth. And it ends up working out because it's actually my real name. I guess they don't know it, but Michael Earth is a pretty cool code name because, you know, if we're talking troubles here, being a bunch of trouble, you know, Michael Earth is the most down-to-earth guy that you're gonna know. And his name happens to be Michael. So that works for me. People are gonna get word of who I am. And basically, you know, I was trying to help them with their mental health challenges, like trying not to deal with people who are antagonizing them. And I've seen people come up into other people's faces and talk shit, basically spit in their mouth, trying to get into a fight. Like, it ain't cool around here, man. I'm in the city of Hawthorne. It's not a very nice place. It is not a very nice place. I think I'm off of Prairie in El Segundo right now. And, this is kind of a threatening situation here, I'm not in the best place. I don't have any way to get out of here. I came here because I thought I might have a place to stay. And, 2 times over in the relationship with these people, Jamie and Az, I ended up not calling bullshit on them, with them half lying to me. And I came back and found out they locked their place up. The lights were on, but the blinds were closed. I was tapping on the windows and knocking and stuff. No reply. So I don't know if they would be interested in housing me, but they said they wouldn't mind. They'd like it. They like me. But I don't know what it is. I felt like they were testing me, and they basically gave me, over 20 different things that I could call bullshit on. And I didn't call bullshit on any one of them except for the drive home when I'm like, yeah, I've seen your lifestyle. You guys got time. You ain't busy. I mean, their lifestyle is like, they're considering going to college and they just have a lot of free time. So I don't like the living situation I'm in now. But, not much can be helped other than taking care of yourself as best as you can, not getting killed or stabbed or having your stuff stolen. Yeah, this guy came by on a bike and, screaming this Nebo's face off, this white guy, and, just causing trouble. I'd be ready to get down, man, save Nebo. She's the most calm women around here, and she's heavy set. She's a big black woman. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of challenges that I'm going to be facing out here, and I may not be in the right city, but I'm in the right environment for right now. I need to get some street smarts, and I need to get healthy. So because I lack safety, it's going to be a lot harder, and I mean a lot harder, to be able to plug in and charge my stuff. That's going to be challenging. I just don't exactly know what I'm going to do at this point, I spent most of the day focusing on things that just consume my time. Like, what am I going to do if, but then I just started studying Chinese at McDonald's, and I'm like, yeah, forget about it. None of this matters. And people were laughing at me. Everybody here curses. Everybody here tries to get into fights. There were like 6 kids down below, why you stop talking to me, stop talking to me, stop talking to me, why are you talking to me, stop talking to me, but they wouldn't shut the fuck up, so they kept fucking attacking each other with words. It was stupid. And somewhat hitting each other too. So this is not a good area, man. And I've been told to stay off streets like 129th and Doty, and it's gonna get a little complicated here. Hopefully I can find some connections just to have safety. I mean, it's like connections don't even matter anymore in my network. It's like everybody's gonna either see me as invalid or see me as some sort of hero documenting the process, the journey, and sharing it with the world. But that's not until after I get better. And then I lose credibility and I can't serve people with their mental health. I'm the clearest mind around here. I'm fucking giving people advice, just say, I guess I have to accept it. That's how you feel when somebody's bickering at you and sending you negative texts, or say, the guy that came up is like, hey, I want to talk to you. Hey, come over here. I want to talk to you right now. And ended up speaking and screaming in Nebo's face, just say, no thank you, I'd prefer not to. And just don't put yourself in a situation that would hurt you. I think I think a lot of this stuff has become common sense for me to be emotionally intelligent. And before it wasn't. I lost my mind before. I thought I could never understand what other people were thinking. I thought I could never be in a situation, where I could interpret people lying to me. And that's just not the case anymore. So there's just so much wealth inside of me. And it's going to really come in handy for street knowledge, because everything is about communicating with deceitful people you can't trust, and, staying away from them too. Those are like the two most valuable skills. So if staying away from people who are dangerous and communicating in an effective way where you don't get yourself into shit are the most powerful skills, then I have them. And I can do that. I have no problem. I should be okay. So all I got to do is survive every night, not get my throat slit and my stuff stolen, and hold on to everything I've got for dear life while God helps me work things out, while I'll help some clients somehow. I can't do Chinese lessons anymore given my situation, I don't think, unless there's a really noisy background and everybody's disturbed by me making Chinese sounds and talking to somebody online for 2 hours to 1 hour, every day, every weekday or weekend. And I just won't have the time for this stuff, man. It's upsetting. I told Jiang that I would be doing Chinese, and now I'm not. It's a shitty situation. It sucks, bro. And then when I have to use the internet, it's going to be like uploading kilobytes instead of megabytes, and definitely not freaking gigabytes by second. So, this is going to be really hard. It's going to be hard. I'm up for the challenge. I'll make it. I just can't believe the situation with how this happens, Wow. My father gets laid off just right after his 20-year mark. And he doesn't even get laid off. He gets fired and then rehired, basically voiding his pension. He's not going to get a pension. His company was bought by another company. And he now works for them. So, real shit, man. He had to move out and downsize, and he doesn't want anything to do with taking care of me, basically. He lives in Artesia now, apparently. And, I'm just stuck out here in Hawthorne. A lot of crazy loonies. Black, white, whatever. Mexican. I don't know. I don't care. I just need to take care of myself before I can take care of anyone else. My mind is not on negative things. Nobody can get into my mind. I am safe. That is a huge benefit. I'll be fine as long as I can find shelter, lay down a tarp or something, which I don't have, and have some place to stay. And, stay warm. Stay warm and fed. And right now I'm pretty freaking hungry, and I don't have much money. Under $40. I use $20 for prints, and then I'm even gonna have to pay for a few credit card bills a month, and then my phone bill. I have the first one that's ever overdue on hand. So the total phone bill, normally $75 or $70, is now $130 something, because I have 2 months to pay in a couple weeks. So I'm in a bit of a shitty situation. If I want to be able to get myself out of debt and in a positive situation with my health, I'm going to have to get moving, and I'm going to have to unite souls before I show them their role very, very fast with a massive sense of urgency. And given the situation, it only gets harder to do that every freaking day. So, hopefully nobody heard me. We'll see how we can make things work, okay? Take care of the world, okay, Osada? First, it starts with taking care of yourself. Try not to die until you're dead, okay? I love you guys. Love you. Be safe.